Good evening, this is Mark, the Wicked Edge Expert Corner Group, and I want to try to answer your question on lapping a ceramic resin matrix stone. I don't know if you use resin in there, but my understanding it is a ceramic resin matrix with diamonds plated. Okay. And it's vitrified. That's where the dilemma comes. Let me start. The first diamond resin, first of all, a diamond resin matrix stone is, instead of plating like a regular diamond stone on a hard plate, like this Atama on a hard plate, they take the diamonds and mix it into a epoxy resin and put it hopefully on a machine flat plate in a way to make it very flat. But it's hopefully in a little bit of a layer, more than just one layer. So that when that epoxy resin wears, you can refresh it. Now, this goes to your question about using the diamond powder on the glass. With the resin matrix, you want to use a powder. There's lots of kinds of powders. This is silicon carbide from Genda. This is aluminum oxide from Edge Pro. And Shapton's, I don't remember what this one is. Anyway, different powders. Some are used on diamond. These are diamonds in here and you just slap on the plate. Others, you use one of those powders on a plate like this that the powder gets down into the plate and helps you to roll it around. You're using a powder because the powder can abrade the plating, which in this situation is your vitrified epoxy resin stone. You want to get that away. You don't want to abrade diamonds against diamonds. That's an absolute not. You might use a diamond lapping film on some whetstones, but you don't want to use diamonds on diamonds. It's too hard. You want to get rid of the matrix. Now the problem is that I have experience mostly with Wicked Edge ceramic stones, and here's a couple that they released many years ago. I can't remember any longer which is which. But one was called a sintered ceramic stone and the other was called a vitrified. That doesn't matter, but what I can tell you is that I didn't enjoy using this stone, and I thought ceramic stone I could lap it, and by lapping the ceramic stones, it scratched the ceramic stone such that the ceramic stone, and the same thing can happen with whetstones and niguras. Some of them you have to match the nigura stone to the whetstone because of what I'm saying, that the abrasive can scratch the ceramic matrix and impart a coarseness to it that in turn that ceramic imparts to the knife when you go to use that stone. So now the ceramic abrasive isn't doing it, but the physical scratch that you plowed into there by trying to lap it. So my experience is with the ceramics, the hard ceramics, vitrified, diamond plated. I don't know what to tell you, but if you're going to use anything, you want to use something, either flat glass and make a slurry, and that's your best chance of not Now let me introduce one other caveat, because I read about the stones that, one of them that you spoke of, that you wrote the name, the first one. Second one I couldn't find. And then I saw another one by Falkniven. That's the same vitrified diamond ceramic matrix stone. And it specifically says to use dry, not to use with water and not to use with oil. And it's like in a compact, so I don't know how with those instructions, how you would lap it, and physically how you would lap it, and how you would lap it because of the instructions, don't use it wet or dry. So the vitrified screwed me up. I was all prepared to talk all about lapping and show you all the different things and the different stones and talk about this and that, which I am going to do anyway. But to answer your question, when you say vitrified, it's a great word. It means something, but you know, in the abrasive industry where they're affixing abrasives to belts, they have epoxies and ceramic epoxy coatings that are vitrified, and these terms get used and they do mean something, but now when you're talking about a vitrified, if it's like you're attaching to a belt for high speed and high heat, and you're now putting diamonds like that on a plate, I don't know how you're supposed to lap those, or if you even are supposed to lap them. Thanks.